G'day guys from Bangkok Suvarnabhumi Airport, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be flying on Scoot Airlines flight Tango Romeo 617 from here to Singapore Chang International Airport and on a connecting flight from Singapore to Melbourne on flight Tango Romeo 58. So right now check-in for Scoot Airlines is currently located in between Kilo and Juliet, and it's also right next to International Departures Checkpoint 2 and right next to gate number 5. Alright, so far the check-in hasn't opened yet, so once it's opened then we're going to start checking in our bags and get our boarding pass ready. Alright guys, so right now I've already got my bag checked in and I've also got my boarding pass. So here's the situation at the gate, and I'm just currently waiting for my parents to get over to me, and then after that we're probably just going to go down to look at some cafes and restaurants, and then after that we'll be heading to our gate. And I also forgot to mention that the aircraft today for this flight is, so the first one will be a Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner, and then the second one will be a 787-8 Dreamliner. Alright guys, so now it's time for me to head up to immigration and security. Alright guys, now that I've cleared through immigration and security, unfortunately our boarding pass did not have our gate number on it, so we had to look for it over through the flight board. So after that we're just gonna go and have an explore around before we head to our gate. So after looking at our flight board, it seems like our gate will be at gate Echo 9er. Alright guys, now it's time for me to head to my gate, which is gate Echo 9er. Here's the situation at Concourse Echo. Alright guys, now that I'm at gate Echo 9er, I just got a perfect view of my aircraft for today that will be taking me to Singapore. So today's aircraft is a 7.6 years old Scoot Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner, registered as Niner Victor Oscar Juliet Golf, powered by 2 Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 engines, and it's nicknamed Wandermust. Alright guys, boarding call has just commenced and now it's time to board flight Tango Romeo 617 bound to Singapore. And once again, here's the aircraft for today. Alright guys, welcome on board flight Tango Romeo 617 to Singapore. So right now I'm seated in 2 Kilo, which is on ScootPlus, and it's also near the front end of the plane. Yeah, and it's also the window seats. Okay, so right now I'm going to go through the seat features. So overall, it's a good seat pitch, has a nice leg room, very spacious as well. Unfortunately there are no coat hooks, and also there is no screen, and however there is a tray table that can be brought out and be folded out like this. Okay, and there is also the adjustable seat switch right here. Okay, and let's go over through the seat pocket features. So on board you'll find a safety information card, air sickness bag, Scoot Cafe onboard menu, and as usual the scooter log. Right. Up there are individual reading lights up there, and the switches are right there, flight attendant call button and a do not disturb button right there. Okay, Alright guys, not long after the crew demonstrated the safety features on board the aircraft, we just pushed back from gate Echo 9 just about 3 minutes behind our scheduled departure time, which is really good. Alright guys, not long after pushback we started taxiing to the runway. So it seems like we'll be using runway 02 right for takeoff. So we're about to line up onto the runway, and then after that we'll be taking off now. Alright? Alright guys, now that we're lined up on runway 02 right now, we're taking off. Please enjoy this unedited takeoff footage. as soon as we were airborne, the crew started to begin our in-flight service. I just noticed that we are actually flying over the suburb town in Rayong called Chang, which is where I used to live. The view of this town looks so magnificent. Okay, I even remember that industrial area just down there, and also that motorway right there. I can see many boats right out there, just near the coast of Thailand. Alright guys, so today I pre-ordered a chicken curry biryani rice, and it basically came with a Biscoff biscuit and also I think it appears to be a butter cake, and also a hot tea. Time for a quick lavatory tour. So here inside the lavatory we have a really cool mood lighting, smoke detector, air conditioning. There's even a coat hook on the door. Now I don't know why, but why is there a cigarette stand over there, even though this is a non-smoking flight? There's even a sink there, so you just have to press on one of the buttons right there, automatically comes out. Even a hand wash soap right there, and the toilet papers around here. There's even a toilet there, a flush, and also a baby changing station right there. And there's another mirror too. Alright, so right now I'm actually in the lavatory, which is right next to the entrance to the cockpit. So I'd say this lavatory is well maintained and clean as well. So I'd say overall, good job, Scoot Airlines. Alright guys, so now we're about to start our descent into Singapore. So far we've got a perfect view of what seems to be like it is probably Malaysia down there. Alright guys, now that we're about to land into Singapore, it seems like we'll be landing on runway 02 right. I mean 02 left, my mistake. So please enjoy this unedited landing footage onto runway 02 left.
Charging of portable electronic devices are not allowed during dancing. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and the deposit seatbelt signs are switched off. Please be careful in opening the other compartments as sign sensors may have moved during landing and could fall out. Please also check that you have not left anything behind on the seat in your seat pockets. It was a pleasure having you with us today, and we look forward to seeing you again in the near future. Thank you and good night.
Alright guys, well it seems like we were landing here, and then after we got out of the runway it seems like the window started to become more foggier, and probably it's because of the weather condition outside. Alright guys, I'm going to have to conclude this trip for today. So right now we're currently parked at BKK Charlie 25. So overall this flight experience was really good. Crew were very nice on board. The meal was also very delicious. Okay, so now that we've arrived in Singapore, I'll be waiting for my next flight, which will be to Melbourne Suvarnabhumi Airport. So I really hope you do like this video. Please give it a like, comment and do subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned on my next flight, which will be Flight Tango Romeo 58, and it will be operated by a Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner this time. Alright, see you later guys.